You read that correctly. Police have been called on a grandmaster in the U.S. Chess Championship. He's been expelled from the tournament. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. I have a video clip that I'm going to show you in just a little bit. We're going to look at the game. I'm going to read you the statement first. This is just nuts. I don't know what's happening in the chess world. Official statement from the St. Louis Chess Club. At the conclusion of his game on October 16th, Grandmaster Christopher Yu crumpled his score sheet, stormed out of the tournament hall, and struck a videographer from behind. The St. Louis Chess Club immediately provided assistance to the videographer and called the police, who responded. Chief Arbiter Chris Bird expelled Yu from the tournament due to gross violations of our code of conduct and U.S. chess safe play policy. The St. Louis Chess Club fully supports this decision and has banned Yu from the club. Yu's results from rounds 1 to 5 will be annulled, and the tournament standings will be adjusted accordingly. Players scheduled to face Yu in the remaining rounds will receive a bye. That means they'll get a free point, automatic win, granting them an additional rest day. We take player conduct seriously and do not tolerate violations of our standings. We acted swiftly to address the situation, ensuring a respectful and safe environment for everyone involved in the tournament. Wow. Okay, so first things first, we don't have all the details. So before you jump on one side or the other, please, I'm sure there's going to be more information that comes out. This is all we have so far. Okay, I'm going to show you the video clip in just a second to give you some context. That statement about struck a videographer from behind is wild, right? Because I have a hard time imagining somebody just runs up and just hits you from behind. Like, what in the world? Like, it seems like there maybe were some details that were left out of that, which we'll talk to after I show you the clip here in just a second. But I don't know. Let's look at the game, okay? He's playing Fabiano Caruana, one of the best players in the world, obviously. Almost 2,800. Christopher Yu's 2,600. So he's a strong player, but he's 200 points off. That's a big gap. So he's not really supposed to win this game. That's the first thing. That being said, watch what happens, okay? Watch what happens. Let's get past some of the opening moves to the first kind of critical moment here. So everybody's developing, and then right here we have this interesting moment where Christopher Yu plays bishop h4, which, as you can notice, is attacking Fabiano Caruana's rook. Now, rooks are worth 5 points and bishops are only worth 3. So normally, most people are going to deal with that somehow, right? Fabiano says, no, thanks. Go ahead and take my rook if you want. I'm just going to grab a pawn and a bishop, which is not like a super crazy trade. It's 5 points for 4 points. So he's essentially kind of sacking a pawn. But Stockfish doesn't like it. Stockfish said you were supposed to take with the queen for some reason. I didn't analyze it. But okay, so we get this position, which is actually pretty good for Christopher Yu, right? He's up 1.1 according to Stockfish, which at the GM level is significant. He's got a nice position. He's got the open file. He doesn't really have any weaknesses. And so maybe this is where some of the frustration came from. He gets a really nice position. That being said, over the next couple of moves, kind of gets outplayed a little bit. As the game goes on and black gains more space and opens up the position, the bishop pair becomes very, very powerful. And this is a good example of how the bishop pair is very dangerous. Okay, you have to be really careful playing against the bishop pair, especially on an open board as the pawns get traded, right? And so notice Fabiano was low on time. Maybe that's another reason where Christopher Yu felt like, how did I not win this? I don't know exactly, right? But I want to get to the critical moment, then we'll play the video clip. So, okay, now his king's in trouble, and now the bishops are really going to get to work here. He just has to get away from the queen checks, which he is able to do, and eventually we get this position. And right here, queen to a2. Okay, this is kind of the critical moment, and so I want to go ahead and play the clip for you. So let's jump over here. This is on St. Louis Chess Club YouTube channel, okay? I'm going to leave the sound off just for copyright reasons, and let's go ahead and watch this. So let me just jump ahead a little bit here. Okay. So they're kind of explaining that there's a checkmate here. It's just a question of will Fabiano see it, and he does. Okay, he plays queen to a2 check, forces the king to move back, and then the bishops come in to kind of finish off the game. Brings the bishop in. Christopher plays one more move here, king to d1, okay. And then Fabiano brings in the other bishop. Okay, let's pause. Let's pause right here. I want to show you just so you're tracking with what's going on. So queen goes check. Okay, obviously it's defended by the bishop here. The knight is pinned, so you can't take it. Okay, that's important detail. King goes here. This guy comes in with a check. King moves. The other bishop comes in, and this is where Christopher resigned. He resigned because if you block with the knight, this just leads to checkmate. After this, you take it. Remember, the knight is pinned. and that's just game over. And if you try to run, same thing. The queen's going to come down, and the bishops are actually doing a nice job. King is stuck. You have to just sack your pieces, and you lose. Okay? So this is the moment we're at. Let's go back to the video. Watch carefully what happens here. So he's just checking, make sure he didn't have any tricks. He shakes his hand. Okay, nothing weird so far. That's normal, right? You resign, you shake the hand. He's setting up the board. He's talking to himself. He's obviously frustrated. Okay, setting up the board. I don't even think they're really talking. It looks like Christopher Yu's talking and Fabiano's just kind of like, whatever, setting up the board. But obviously Christopher's frustrated. Nothing weird though, right? He sets up the board. Okay, watch this. This is where, okay. Crumples the score sheet. Definitely could see it there. You see the frustration. Now the arbiter comes over, puts his hand on him, which is kind of weird. I mean, I don't think I would be putting my hand on somebody who's frustrated at that moment, but okay. He's making him sign the score sheet. You have to sign it for it to be official. All right, so he probably uncrumpled it, gave it to him, gets him to sign the score sheets. Okay. We definitely see some frustration. And I think most people, after losing a tough game, especially if you're having a rough tournament, you know, you're going to feel frustrated, right? Okay, he gets up, he leaves. Unfortunately, that's all that I have for you. I don't have the clip where he strikes the videographer. But here's what I'm thinking, guys. If he's trying to leave, he's frustrated. He's walking around. He's like, I'm going to go. I need to just clear my head. And somebody just jumps in front of him with the camera. Hey, can we take your picture? Hey, what did you have to, hey, let's start asking questions. He's probably like, dude, get away from me. Like, I didn't want to go, right? Now, again, I have no idea what happened, okay? So please, this is just me thinking, all right? This is nothing official. This is, I wasn't there. I have no idea, all right? I'm just wondering, like, what are the details that we don't have? Now, if he really did just, like, he's walking and there's somebody in front of him, he's just like, you know what? Take that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened, okay? But I think we need to talk about something because I'm noticing a pattern, guys. I'm noticing a pattern. And the pattern is this. If you are so focused on chess and you don't have anything outside of chess in your life to fall back on, maybe that's where some of this stuff comes from. Like cheating with a phone in the toilet. Like severe, massive frustration. Now, don't get me wrong. I get frustrated when I lose too. But I think it's important that you have things that you can fall back on outside of chess. Let me give you 2 examples, okay, from my own life. I'm a Christian, and so for me, my faith is something that I fall back on. Something that is outside of chess, that is separate from winning, losing, gaining rating points, losing rating points. It's something that grounds me, right? That, you know, it's not all about me. It's not all about did I win the game or did I lose the game. There's something else going on here. And so I think that's important, right? I'll give you another example. My family. I have 3 kids and a wife, and there's things that I try to focus on outside of the chess games. I love chess. I mean, I love it, and I try to win, and yes, I'm competitive just like everybody else, and I get frustrated when I lose, and I get excited when I win, and I find those cool, brilliant moves. That's great, but it's not the end-all, be-all of my life, right? Like 100 years from now, I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, you know what? I won all those cool games. Like, I want there to be more than just that. And I think that's important. Now, I'm not trying to like personally attack any of these players or saying like, you need to get a life. Like, I don't know them. All right. But just in general, I feel like that could be part of the problem, right? Like you need to make sure you're grounded in something, whatever that is for you. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. You know, I'd love to hear your opinion on this matter. This is wild stuff. Like this is some crazy, I don't usually do news videos like this, but man, we got the police coming out and we got phones in toilets and somebody needs to make a movie about this, I think. Anyway, thank you guys. I'll keep you posted if I hear anything interesting. As always, stay sharp, play smart, take care.